on their windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer, and why can't for the longest time Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
I see. So you're saying even in a medically neglected population, it would be surprising to have a surprise diagnosis with a Gleason score of 9. So you're saying that certainly as he was serving in the Oval Office, you believe that he knew that he had prostate cancer, and even potentially as he was running in 2020 before he assumed office?
Well, most likely he had prostate cancer for a long time, and aggressive prostate cancer such as this at age 80 grows over a long period of time. I mean, usually it takes from the first diagnosis of prostate cancer to spread would take 5 to 10 years, even in the most aggressive form. It's just, to me, it seems very surprising that the first diagnosis would be a metastatic diagnosis, especially Gleason 9 cancer, without, having his PSA history. I mean, I would like him to get to release the PSA history right now to see what it was. It's very unlikely that someone could get annual checkups and not notice a PSA elevation over the past, this is what I typically would see in a VA hospital, where a patient hasn't had medical attention in 10 years, presents to an emergency room with bone pain, and then they find that it's metastatic prostate cancer. But in the modern age of medicine, especially the fact that he was a former president, he had intensive state-of-the-art, care where we can see prostate cancer, 10 years in the past. So this is, it's very unusual to hear that someone has prostate cancer where they're annually being followed up. And the fact that we just find it at a Gleason 9 is just pretty much unheard of in this day and age of medicine. Even in the, even in the inner city populations, we wouldn't.
This is the most cynical thing I've ever seen. In American politics, it's astounding, obscene. Biden has stage 4 cancer. They knew it for years, yet they lied to the American people, fueling our fears. Advanced prostate cancer takes us 10 years to grow, from prostate to bone, where the metastases show, with the best doctors on earth. How they not know this is the worst cover-up in the history? It's starting to show. Shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lied to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silenced, never heard. Dr. Kevin O'Connor swore last summer he's fit, completely fit for the presidency. No issues to admit. Now Biden has grade 5 prostate cancer, metastasis to bone. There's no way they didn't know. The truth's now shown. They waited 2 days before a book's release about his mental decline to quiet criticism with ease. In the name of compassion, they craft this disease, a PR strategy to shame while the nation's on its knees. Oh, shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lie to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silence never heard. Prostate cancer's the easiest to diagnose. They say a PSA blood test shows the cancer's growth rate clear as day. 5 to 7 years without treating it creeps to metastatic disease. Yet they claim the secret keeps his malpractice for a POTUS in May 25 to be first diagnosed now when he's barely alive. Democrats are lied. We're in on the cover-up. This is the biggest scandal. The White House corrupt. Oh, shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lie to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silence never heard. Within 48 48 hours of her tapes, dementia laid bare. They dropped aggressive cancer, a distraction in the air. Less than a year ago, doctors swore he was healthy. Now cancer with metastasis, how could they not see? His doctors need to be hauled before Congress, no delay. Every lie, every test, let them answer, let them say Biden might die in the next 2 months, they claim. But the real disease is the trust they've inflamed. Oh, shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lied to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silence never heard. Since July 24, he's been terminally ill, 6 months to a year, yet they kept it so still. I reported on Biden's terminal illness a year ago. Terminal means time short, but outliers, who knows? His treatment's not responding. The family now admits he's terminally ill as the truth finally hits. It's a scandal beyond cigars, a fleeting disgrace. Fabricated medical records, auto pen in place. A straight up elder abuse, they let him endure. A puppet for power, his decline they obscured. They knew from the start before he dropped out, carrying a diagnosis, yet they silenced the shout. Everyone says hope Biden recovers, but it's plain he's not going to recover. Terminal's the chain, the media lied, an illegitimate reign. We need investigations to uncover the stain. Oh, shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lied to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silenced, never heard. Two things are true, cancer's awful, I pray for his peace, but zero chance this was discovered. The lies don't cease. Nodule to advanced disease doesn't pass the sniff test for a POTUS with top care. This story's a jest. The Democrats knew throughout his tenure, it's clear. The American people uninformed, fed lies year by year. This most dangerous cover-up history will write, a betrayal of trust in the White House's light. Oh, shadows of the White House, secrets they hide. They lied to the American people with nowhere to confide. A cover-up so transparent, evil beyond words. The truth of his illness, silenced, never heard. Oh, America weeps for a leader laid low, for a nation betrayed, where the shadows still grow. From the book's damning pages to the tapes that unfold, the truth of his health, they refuse to be told. This is the most cynical thing, a scandal so vast. Evil beyond words, in the power they grasp. In the White House they lie, now the seeds have been sown. The cover-up